summer of 2003, Ireland played host to an historic occasion, the first Special Olympics World Summer Games ever to take place outside the United States of America. 160 delegations made their way to Ireland from all corners of the world, and on the evening of June 21st, 7,000 special athletes marched into Croke Park, Dublin. It was the start of 7 days, never to be forgotten by the athletes, their supporters, and every one of their Irish hosts.
The traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day.
athletes are in for the Special Olympics World Games 2003. is a woman from Carlow. The first of many global messengers that you'll be meeting here tonight who promote the cause of the Special Olympics around the world. Give a massive welcome to Anne Hickey. And I know, Anne, that you'd like to join me in wishing all the competitors the best of luck.
That's my passion, and I think we're all lucky to be here tonight.
And I also know that you've got a message for all our athletes in the stadium.
We are all going to have a wonderful week. I have met many friends through Special Olympics, and I know you will too. And those friendships will last forever. Special Olympics has changed all our lives, and we will all remember taking part in the games for the rest of our lives.
Thanks, Anne, but we have one more job for you tonight. You're going to bring out our first special guest of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our friend and supporter, President MMIII.
Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes to our superb special athletes, to their coaches, their families, their friends, volunteers, sponsors, supporters, to everyone. We have been looking forward to this day, to this night, for a very long time. Ireland is famous for its warm welcomes, but never in the history of our country has there been a bigger or better welcome for anyone than the welcome prepared for the world's best special athletes. We are absolutely thrilled to be the first country outside the United States to host this spectacular event. For months, for long months, thousands of people have been working hard to make sure that wherever you come from in the world, that here in Ireland, you will feel completely at home. We know too that you have also worked incredibly hard to get here. Each athlete is already a champion, and now you are representing your country on the international stage, competing with the very best in the world. We are at the start of a week that none of us will ever, ever forget. A week when you are going to share with us that magical feeling of participation in the Special Olympic World Games. We know that each of you hopes to win, and we know too that whether you win or not, each of you will be brave in the attempt. Thank you for coming to Ireland. We are so proud to have you here. And we are very proud of the wonderful way our small island, north, south, east and west, has opened its heart to you, our special visitors. We are willing each one of you on to great success, and we wish you fun and laughter, happy memories, and the gift of great new friendships. Between us all, may we fulfill our dream, Ireland's dream, of making these the very best games ever. Enjoy.
Thanks to Anne, thanks to President McAleese. Let's hear it one more time. Okay guys, time to get the party started. Please welcome on stage, believe me, it is my pleasure to say these words, it's the sexiest family in pop. Make some noise for the Cores!
And a huge welcome to all the athletes. And good luck. in the Games.
Give it up one more time for the chorus. One of the many countries that we are going live to tonight is India, and we're joined here by someone from India who's been involved with Special Olympics as an athlete, as a fundraiser, and now tonight as a global messenger. Please give a big Irish welcome to Tamana Chona. Tamana, tell us a little bit about the work that you do.
I'm a swimmer and a badminton player from India, and my ambition is to help, to tell people about Special Olympics, how important Special Olympics is to me, and I work with business people and teachers to help them to understand how important sports is to me.
But that's not the only reason why you're here, is it? No. Because apart from all the work you do spreading the word around the world, you're also here to introduce the honorary torch bearer of the ceremony tonight. He happens to be one of the biggest movie stars on the face of the planet. He is the original all-action hero. Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay. Please, you saw him in the parade. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage. Who is it, Tamana?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Come on, make some noise for Arnold Schwarzenegger! He said he'd be back, and he is.
Hello, Ireland. And hello, the world. It is wonderful to be here at the greatest opening ceremony of the Special Olympics history. Congratulations.
It's great to have you here. I know that over the years you've gone all around the world with the torch.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I had the great pleasure to promote Special Olympics all over the world, to promote tolerance, equality, and respect for Special Olympians. I've taken the torch of the Special Olympics to the Great Wall of China, and I have taken it to South Africa, where I stood shoulder to shoulder with the Special Olympians of South Africa and with President Nelson Mandela at Robben Island. It was a pleasure to promote Special Olympics all over the world.
And I know, of course, that this year the journey for the torch has been a little bit special.
Yes, this year on June 4th, the Special Olympics flame was lit in Athens, Greece. And since then it has traveled all around Europe, almost 15,000 kilometers. It has gone through Turkey, through Poland, through Austria, Germany, through France and England, and now it is here at the shores of Ireland. And now, and I can guarantee you, when the flame comes out here tonight, I'll be back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Give it up for Arnold, give it up for Tamina. And let's take a look at the Flame of Hope's journey as it crossed Europe. It's time now to bring on the Special Olympic flag. Take it away, guys. Folks, the flag is now flying thanks to our 9 flag bearers representing all corners of the Special Olympics world. Let's hear it for them. And keep it going for those playing all the drums of the world. What about 120 drummers? With me now is one of Special Olympics' best known ambassadors, Raidió. Now, Raidió, what do you not do? You're a gymnastics champion, you're an author, you're a recipient of Person of the Year, you're on the organising committee. I'm surprised you're actually here tonight.
I would not miss it, Patrick. These are going to be the best games ever because the Special Olympics are great! They have ability all over the world. You should remember that. We never stop trying. We know how to win. We know how to have a party. So let's have a party!
Let's have a party! The party is happening here tonight, Raidió. But over the next week, the serious competition will begin. Let's take a look at some of the events coming to Ireland over the next 10 days.
Satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart and maybe satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. It's a grooving night and I can show you how to use it. Come along and put your mind at ease. Less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart and maybe satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more spark. Shut your mouth and open up your heart. Satisfy me.
There you go. Now, none of these events could actually be happening here without the blood, the sweat, and the tears of the organising committee. Raidió, tell us who's coming on next.
Patrick, as a board member of the World Organising Committee, I have done a lot of work, very hard work, and all the board members too. That's because we have a tough boss. And he's the chairman of the games of the organised committee, Dennis O'Brien.
President, athletes, distinguished guests. Tonight, our Special Olympics 2003 dream has become a reality. 4 years ago, that dream began when the island of Ireland was given the honour of hosting the 11th Special Olympics World Summer Games. Every day since then, we have dreamt and looked forward to welcoming you, the Special Olympics athletes from 160 countries across the globe, to this small island of ours. As the weeks, months, and years progressed, more and more people joined us with this dream. 30,000 volunteers from all traditions, Unionist, Nationalist, and Republican, united together with the community of supporters. They, along with the host towns across the island, and together with our sponsors, joined with the Irish Government, the Northern Ireland Executive, and the EU in preparing for these Games. I want to thank all of you for sharing that dream with us. Special Olympic athletes, our lives have been touched by you. Through your will to succeed, your courage, your enthusiasm for life, barriers that had once divided our society are now dissolved. In the words of my friend and fellow Games director, Rita Lawler, before Special Olympics, I was too shy to speak out loud, but I am now not afraid. We are not children, we are adults, we have opinions, and we should be listened to. Every town in Ireland, from Bangor to Baltimore, from Derry to Dingle, have come out in their thousands, their millions, and greeted their adopted teams, whether they are from Jordan to Brazil. They are honoured to stand side by side with you as full citizens of the world. Our wish has been that the Olympic torch would ignite a new beginning, where men and women with a learning disability would take their place as citizens of the world. And the opportunity of working every day alongside all others who enjoy the rights and responsibilities of being fully integrated citizens. These Games coincide with perhaps the single most important event ever in the history of the United Nations with respect to disability. The drafting of a new UN treaty on the human rights of persons with disabilities. I call on the Irish Government to promote and ensure its adoption. To our special visitors, I say, all of Ireland extends you the warmest of greetings. Good luck and have a wonderful Games.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you very much, Rita. Okay, guys, tonight is Midsummer's Night. To celebrate, we have the performers of Open Arts who come from host towns all across Northern Ireland. 180 of these performers have learning difficulties. They've rehearsed, they've painted their own sets, and they are ready to perform for you tonight. Prepare to be dazzled, you will be, as Open Arts presents Solstice. Give it up for Open Arts! Okay, it's time now for our next guest in Croke Park this evening. You met him earlier on in the parade. He is a true rock and roll legend and a great supporter of the Special Olympics movement. Welcome on stage, Jon Bon Jovi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
It's fantastic. Look at this. All these athletes, their families. God bless you all. Congratulations. Good luck to everybody here. It's nice to be here.
I know you played Dublin last night. How does this compare?
Well, the show was good, but this is fantastic. These people are unbelievable. It's a wonderful event.
Now, I know that you do a lot of work for Special Olympics. I know your album raised millions and millions of much needed funds.
Yeah, it's true. With that money, we've been helping the Special Olympics give back to athletes to help the programs grow in urban places like Mexico City or in Russia where they're training more coaches, recruiting more athletes in places like South Africa where they're making such a difference. Recording the music was a joy. But we get back so much more than we ever have to give, and it's just a pleasure to be a part of this.
He's not going to say it, but I will. This man, for the Special Olympics movement, his album raised $80 million.
Yeah, and without the help of course, Bobby Schreiber, who put those records together, this is all about these athletes and their families, and it's a real pleasure to be a part of Eunice Schreiber's dream. And Eunice is all of our hero here. And I wish you all very good luck in the games. Thank you for having me.
Give it up for Jon Bon Jovi! Okay, let's have a look at some of that work that John's been talking about.
We've come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
Let sport give us health. Let sport give us family pride. Let sport bring us a renewal of the volunteer spirit. Let sport create a spirit of understanding among the young and a spirit of peace among those of every age. Let sport create a human World Wide Web. And let sport remind us that the only measure of excellence is doing your best. You athletes here in this arena are ready to lead. The world needs and admires you just as you are. Give the world your best. You will surprise her with your skill. You will thrill her with your courage. And you will surely steal her heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important moment of the evening. This is where we swear in our games officials, and all you lot, our athletes, take the Special Olympics oath. Performing these duties we have Shauna Bradley, John Burkle, and Katrina Ryan. Please give them a welcome. Also joining me, we have Paul Moretti, the global messenger from Virginia, who's going to co-host this part of the ceremony. Let's hear it for them. It's all yours, fella.
Hold on, everybody. Just hold on 1 second, please. take it from here. John Burkle, senior official at the Games, and Shauna Bradley, Special Olympics gold medal winner, will now take the oath on behalf of all the officials at the game. Here's Shauna and John.
In the name of all judges and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in the 2003 Special Olympics World Summer Games with complete impartiality, respected and abided by the rules which govern them in the spirit of sportsmanship.
Thanks, Shauna. Thank you, John. And best luck with the games. Athletes, go for the one goal, and that means bring it home to your country or state. And now, here's the man in charge. Right here.
Why, thank you, sir. Okay, Katrina, can you now step forward and lead our 7,000 competitors in taking the athlete's oath? For those of you who don't know anything about this woman, Katrina is from County Sligo. She's a swimmer and was a gold and a silver medalist in the last World Summer Games. If we can now ask all our athletes to stand as we prepare to take the oath, and welcome on stage with Katrina, one of the greatest sportsmen that has ever come out of Ireland. Show your appreciation and welcome Roy Keane. Okay, Katrina, take it away.
Let me win!
Let me win!
But if I cannot win,
But if I cannot win,
let me be brave in the attempt.
let me be brave in the attempt. Give it up for our athletes. A big thank you to Katrina, to John, to Paul, and to Roy Keane. Okay guys, it's now time for the athlete song specially written for tonight by Shaun Davey. In front of me this evening we have 500 voices ready to help you, but we want you guys to help us too. We have 80,000 inside the stadium. Don't let me down, people. Please welcome on stage Rita Conley, Ronan Tynan, and the Voice Squad with May We Never Have to Say Goodbye.
We cross the oceans, we cross
Let's hear it one more time for our athlete Shaun, folks. It's time now to welcome on stage a man who has taken Tinseltown by storm. He is one of Hollywood's hottest new stars. Please welcome Dublin's own Colin Farrell. Hiya, fella.
How are you, man? All right, everyone.
How's it going?
It's amazing to be here, man. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, Olympics. All right.
Ladies, control yourselves. Now, obviously, you've been in a lot of big ceremonies. You've been to the Oscars. You've been to a lot of award ceremonies. How does something like this compare?
This is a ceremony unlike many others because it's purely for the right reason. It's purely for the right reason. There's no advertising, there's no nothing. It's about the people that are here taking part, the athletes, the people of Ireland, the people of the world, everyone. It's about joy, it's about love, it's about competition, but healthy competition. And it's beautiful, man. It's amazing to be here. I'm chuffed.
With 7,000 competitors here in front of us, if you've one message for them tonight, what would it be?
You know what? If you come first, you're no better than he that comes last. If you come last, you're no worse than he that comes first. Enjoy it. Oh, man. Enjoy. Good luck and have a laugh. Have a laugh.
Okay, let's keep the party moving. It's time to release the balls which represent all of the sports of the games here over the next 10 days. Please welcome Markness and the Blue Teapot Theatre Company. me win. Share the feeling. Let me win. Share the feeling. Let me win. Share the feeling. Let me win. I cannot win. Let me be brave in the tent. And the Blue Teapot Theatre Company. Okay, guys. Over the last 20 years, over the last 20 years, 70,000 police officers have participated in the Special Olympic Torch Run in over 35 countries. They are the guardians of the flame, and they will be escorting it into Croke Park on its final journey here tonight. Make sure and give them a big welcome.
So the Flame of Hope is going to be here any second now. Let's take a look at its final journey to Dublin.
Roman candles that burn in the night, yeah, you are a shining light. You lit a torch in the night, yeah, you are a shining light. Yeah, you light up my life. We made our connection, a full chemical reaction, brought by dark divine intervention. Yeah, you are a shining light, a constellation once seen over Royal David City. An epiphany burns so pretty. Yeah, you are a shining light.
Okay, let's keep the party going, Dublin. Let's get ready to rumble and welcome Dublin's own Ronan Keating!
Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Oh, yeah, come on. Just lovely days and fancy lives, dancing all night, having a laugh, oh, baby. you're my condition. 'Cause without your kissing, my heart's just a prison. So I'm hoping and wishing that girl I'm forgiven. Come on, say I. Yeah, 'cause every time you leave me, I'm sad. The moment you're returning, I'm glad. So let's not go forgetting what we had. Come on, 'cause it's bad. So damn bad, yeah. We love it each day till first and last. Dancing all night, having a laugh. Baby, I want you right here next to me. Love each day till first and last. Dancing all night, having a laugh. Oh baby, I need you here. If I hurt your feelings, then baby we're even. 'Cause I've been bereaving since you said you're leaving. But now you're right beside. Let's not fight. 'Cause you're right. Every time I lose you, I'm lost. The more you versus me, girl, this is this. 'Cause anything without you, just a bust. Baby, trust. You're the mercy, yeah. And we're loving each day as if it's the last. Dancing all night and having a laugh. Baby, I want you right here next to me. Loving each day as if it's the last. Dancing all night and having a laugh. Baby, I need you here. Hey! So don't go throwing our love away. It's here to stay. I'm telling you, there's nothing that can stop us anyway. And our love is an ocean, so let's get it in motion. 'Cause we're loving each day as if it's the last. Dancing all night and having a laugh. Oh baby, I want you right here next to me. Loving each day as if it's the last. Dancing all night and having a laugh. Baby, I need you here. And I need you here. And I need you here. And I need you here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause we're loving and we're giving and we're hoping and we're dreaming. Loving and we're giving and we're hoping and we're dreaming. Baby, I need you here. And I need you here. And I need you here. And I need you here. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. To everybody, best of luck over the next few weeks. You're all winners. God bless you. Will you please welcome on the stage the brilliant Samantha Mumba. Good night.
Back in the day, I did not know what to look for in my new role. So I would just settle for guys I should never even have dated. But now I know better because I've experienced all types of relationships. Now I know what I need, so I shall just speak my dream guy into real life with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm looking for a guy to play the lead in my life. I'm sure that in due time that I'll find my Mr. Right. Who are out there, all the single ladies wanna know where. So put your hands up in the air and say I'm right here. To all the good men who are out there, all the single ladies wanna know where. So put your hands up in the air and say I'm right here. Want a guy who is style, beautiful smile, wears that cologne that drives women wild. Takes more than just looks to get me shook. If he captures my mind, he'll have me up. Want a guy with intelligence, a perfect gentleman. To be more than a lover, be more than my man. A guy who could be my best friend. I'm looking for a guy to play the lead in my life. I'm sure that in due time
luck to everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Well, the dress was worth waiting on. Give it up for Samantha Mumba. Okay, it's time now to bring out our next guest.
To one and all this night and to the whole world at large. The performance you're about to see, I first saw in 1995. It was a gala performance. And I stood in the wings that night, bedazzled, moved, and proud to be Irish. But there was one beautiful woman who stood there, radiant, and she is with us tonight to introduce the performance. Please welcome Jean Butler.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and athletes. History is about to be made. For tonight, we have the longest line of Irish dancers ever to grace the stage. Starring Brendan Galway, Joanne Doyle, and Lynn Hillary, it is a privilege and an honor to introduce to you Riverdance.
See the sky as it mirrors my
all over the world. They're home, the biggest performance ever of Riverdance. Ladies and gentlemen, the games here in Ireland would not have been possible tonight without the support from the very start of the Irish government. Please give a warm welcome to an Taoiseach, Mr. Bertie Ahern.
Tyrone, President and CEO of the Special Olympics, Timothy Shriver, athletes, Tar Ceann Rialtas de Éireann, Coran Fáilte Roibh go Léiriúcháin na Cluiche Olympica Speisialta 2023. I want to welcome you all to this magnificent occasion. I especially want to welcome the athletes who will participate in these games, for without their hard work, their determination and courage, there would be no Special Olympics. Tonight is a celebration. It's a celebration of achievement. First and foremost, we celebrate the achievement of each individual athlete who has not only overcome a significant personal challenge in participating in their chosen sport, but has excelled to the extent that they are here at the 2003 Games, proudly representing their countries. And watching each of these athletes compete may leave many of us feeling personally humbled by their courage, their spirit, and of course their sheer enjoyment in using their skills which they've learned and developed. And secondly, tonight, we salute the achievement of their families, of these athletes, and their communities. They've invested their time, their patience, and most importantly, their love and care. And they have achieved for these athletes to develop their skills and shared in the joy and involvement in the Games. And thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate the achievement of the organisers of the 2003 Special Olympics World Summer Games here in Ireland. We salute the diligence, the tenacity of all the organisers. And we salute the sponsors who've so generously supported their efforts. In particular, the organisers have achieved the largest mass mobilisation of voluntary ever witnessed on our island. We pay tribute to each of the volunteers in the host towns around the country and at the Games who are giving their time and skills to help make this event an enormous success. I hope that you've all, like me, are enriched by the experience and may be motivated for further involvement in voluntary activity into the future. We are all proud to support the efforts of all these people, and we commend each and every one of you. I know that the week's events and the 2003 Special Olympics will be a tremendous success. Since the foundation, ladies and gentlemen, in the 1960s, the Special Olympics movement have benefited millions of children and adults around the world. It has grown from the first ever Games in 1968 in Chicago to being the biggest sporting event in the world this year. Here's a short video history of the Games.
In ancient Rome, the gladiators went into the arena with these words on their lips: "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt." Let us begin the Olympics.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And I need you, and I miss you.
You are the heroes and heroines who have overcome. Go home and tell your countrymen, I am a champion athlete.
stare. They point at you. They make you feel different. It's fantastic.
It was a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Beautiful day. Touch me. Take me to that other place. Reach me. I know I'm not a hopeless case. What you done?
30 years ago, the world said you could not make a worthwhile contribution to the community of humanity. Today, you bring together even warring nations on the playing fields of sport. Look how far you've come.
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. To the wings of the eagles, watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away.
Tyrone, ladies and gentlemen, the success of the Special Olympics is attributed to the vision, the courage, and the foresight of one woman. And it gives me great pleasure, together with the global messengers, to introduce her to you now. The founder of the Special Olympic movement, Mrs. Eunice Kennedy Shriver.
Good evening. Presidents, faculties, Taoiseach, and Special Olympic and athletes, families and friends, and volunteers. 40 years ago this week, I came to Ireland with my brother, President Kennedy. The first words that President Éoghan said to us in Dublin was the immortal Gaelic saying, Cé mil fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. 40 years later, I'm proud to return home to Ireland. I'm even more proud to come to this stadium tonight to the 2003 Special Olympics World Summer Games, to a place where people with intellectual disability no longer have to be afraid to live their own dreams. Tonight, in each athlete's story, the Irish dream of freedom and dignity and justice is fulfilled. Yet even as we celebrate the opening of the largest games in our history of Special Olympics and the extraordinary athletes of Special Olympics, we cannot pause in our effort. We must remember that there are 170 million people with intellectual problems in the world, people who continue to suffer unmentionable disabilities. Think for a moment of those who are not here tonight, those in South Africa who sit alone in a cold institution, those in China who may never put a backpack and go to school, and those in Washington, D.C., where I live, who cry at night because they do not understand. They do not understand why they have no friends, why no one greets them with Cade Milfalta. Think of the families, think of the mothers who love their children, but feel so desperately alone. Their children have done nothing wrong, committed no crime, and perpetuated no injustice. They are the world's most innocent victims, and they suffer only because they are different. But just look at all of you tonight. The world said that people with intellectual problems could not run 100 meters, and tonight let the world know that some of you are preparing tomorrow to run a marathon. The world said that people with intellectual problems did not deserve to get jobs. Tonight you are sharing the joy and excitement of these games with world leaders like President McAlee, Bertie Ahern, Nelson Mandela, extraordinary artists like Bono and Bon Jovi, and our inspirational athletes Rita Lola and Tim Chen Lei. The world said that people with intellectual problems should not be seen in public. Tonight you are part of the year's largest sporting event, and the world is watching all the things you do in the next 2 weeks. To that world that has known so much fear and division in recent years, let it know what you seek here in Ireland. If you seek joy, come see the Special Olympians. If you seek peace and understanding, come see the athletes of Special Olympics. And if you seek courage or skill or strength, you come and see the athletes of Special Olympics. You are an example for the whole world to follow. When these games are over, we will all return to our homes as messages of hope and opportunity. There can be no longer any doubt about you as being people with vision. Tonight, let us recommit ourselves to our goals. But by the next World Games, now remember this, the next World Games is in 2005. And by that time, we want to have 1 million new athletes. So go home, get ready, prepare, and organize yourselves and your friends into Special Olympic Games. My son Timothy, who's the CEO of Special Olympians, what did he say? He said, love comes from Special Olympians. Caring comes from Special Olympians. And that will overcome the fear that we face in the world today, and sadness. If we follow the power of love that the Special Olympians show, we will change the world. Athletes at Special Olympics, great, courageous, joyful athletes of Special Olympics, champion athletes of Special Olympics. I thank you. All of Ireland thanks you. And the world thanks you. Thank you.
Eunice Kennedy Shriver. Joining me on stage now, we've got from Iowa in the USA, let's hear it for Katie Mead. Okay, Katie, tell us a little bit about the work that you do with Special Olympics.
Hey, Patrick, I want to tell my mom happy birthday and I love you.
That's what we want to hear. Getting it in. Happy birthday, Mom, wherever you are. She's right there. Happy birthday.
Okay, as a global messenger, I try to teach people that we are really more alike than you might think we are. We all like the same things. We all have the same hopes and fears. I want people to look at me and get to know me as a person. If you see the person, you say, come sit by me. That is what I want.
Okay, Katie, this is it. We've been looking forward to this moment all week. We've been chatting about it today. Are you ready?
Of course I am.
Okay. It's the world's biggest sporting event of the year. It's the world's biggest party. And so, Katie, I think we need the world's biggest band. Katie! Who we got?
We have the best band in the world, U2!
Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, and it's one need in the night. One love, you get to share it, leaves you, darling, if you don't care for it. And did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth. You act like you never had love. You want me to go without. Is it too late tonight to drag the dirt out into the light? The one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Oh. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your bed? That's too much, more than a lot. You gave me nothing, now it's all I've got. We're one, but we're not the same. Yeah, we hurt each other, then we do it again. You say love is a temple, love a higher law. Love is a temple, love a higher law. You asked me to answer, why did you make me crawl? I can't be holding on to what you got when all you got is hurt. One love, one love, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other. So sister, We get to carry each other. We get to carry each other.
Thank you very much. Thank you, this orchestra pushing it up. Sound good.
This is Pride. Croke Park on the longest day. Nelson Mandela came to his town. We gotta listen to what he might say. Nelson Mandela, come to town. We're gonna listen to what he might say.
This is the president, not just of South Africa or Africa. This is the president of everywhere and everyone who loves and fights for freedom. Nelson Mandela. And freedom is what tonight is all about. It's what he's all about. Freedom from anything that holds you back from competing. We wish you all the very, very best. From you two over to President Mandela. His long walk to freedom took him to Dublin, Ireland, Croke Park.
Thank you. President of the Special Olympics, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly the athletes, few things in life could have given me greater pleasure and done me more honor than being associated with the Special Olympics. I regard myself immensely privileged to be at this occasion tonight. The Special Olympics give telling testimony to the indestructibility of the human spirit and of our capacity to overcome hardships and obstacles. You, the athletes, are ambassadors of the greatness of humankind. You inspire us to know that all obstacles to human achievement and progress are surmountable. Your achievements remind us of the potential to greatness that reside in every one of us. I'm here, amongst other things, as the representative of the Mandela Children's Fund that has developed a close relationship with the Special Olympics. The Children's Fund works for the bettering of the life of children in South Africa. Through its work, it seeks to ensure a future of hope for our children, many of whom have suffered great disadvantages in their lives. I bring you the greetings of the Children's Fund and of the children and youth of South Africa. To them too, you serve as example and inspiration. May the Games be enjoyable to you in the challenges it poses. May you continue to grow as individuals and persons, and may the world learn from your example. I thank you for the honor of being able to share in this great occasion. Thank you.
We'd now like you to meet a friend of Nelson Mandela's. He spoke at Mr. Mandela's birthday party celebrations last year. He is the global messenger for Special Olympics in South Africa. His name is Éireann Léiriúcháin.
Last year, I went to the party Nelson Mandela. He said to me, everybody is the same. He said to me, everywhere, wherever I'm going, I must be brave. Nelson Mandela, he was the flame of hope in South Africa, our country. the flame of hope. I hope he will bring us together, all of you here. I hope everybody you will enjoy. I hope everybody you will make a friend. I hope what's happening today, you won't forget the rest of our life about World Summer Games in Ireland 2003. Thank you.
Thank you, Ephraim. It's a pleasure for us to have you here tonight. The Flame of Hope will be arriving in the stadium very shortly, and so please welcome back on stage the chairman of the Games Organising Committee, Dennis O'Brien, accompanied by the Chief Executive, Mary Davies. Approaching, escorted by a motorcade from the officers of the Gardaí and the police of Northern Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flame of Hope. Makes its way, we will welcome back our VIPs, Dennis and Mary. Our President, Mary McAleese. Eunice Kennedy Shriver. The chairman, Sergeant Schreiber. And all the global messengers that we've had on the stage this evening. Here it comes. From Greece, Yanis Dragopoulos. From New Zealand, Kylie Hogarth. From the Ivory Coast, NC Assaman Pierre. Daniel Winslow. From El Salvador, Ana Juliet Ayala. From China, Chuan Zhu. And finally, Ireland's own David Macaulay. We have our flame of hope in Dublin for 2003. We will now call on Nelson Mandela to officially declare our games open.
It is my honor to declare the 2003 Special Olympics Summer World Games officially open.
Thank you very much, folks, for being with us on this historic night. Thanks to everyone who has taken part. Good luck to you, our athletes. Enjoy the games. Remember what Raidió Lawler told us at the start of the evening. It is not about disability. It's about ability. Keep the thought. Share the feeling. Enjoy. Good night. Thank you.